Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Ocean's Pit, the little show about big things. Hope you guys are doing well today. It is Tuesday, July 12th. We're here in the beautiful Elk Grove, my home studio, celebrating, having a good time, folks, because summer is here, and I hope you guys are having a great time and going out to festivals and nightclubs and patios and going to see live entertainment and going supporting local establishments. It's one of those days today. Check the website, TonyOceanMusic.com, and give us a call at 847-769-8609. We got a lot of good stuff to talk about today, and let's get right to it with our sponsors, folks. Let's not forget the great Roy McCampbell, attorney at law, statewide law practice that is client-focused and results-driven. You know, this guy's a good guy, honest guy, and he'll help you out whenever you need him. That's Roy McCampbell, right out of Rosemont. Give him a call at 708-275-4264. And then let's not forget our good buddies from Deutsch Power Center. Folks, Deutsch Power Center, Great Lakes, servicing the construction and diesel industry in the Chicagoland area for the last 100 years. So if you're in that industry, man, give this place a call. It's in Elgin. Great place. 100 years. 224-276-6550. My wife's company is called Laura Ocean Solutions. You probably all know about it by now. But if you're running a credit card company, ladies and gentlemen, you're looking for saving some money and maybe get rid of some of those hidden fees, check out my wife's company. That's LauraOceanSolutions.com. You'll be very surprised. You will not be disappointed. Thank you. I want to make sure I said the right thing there. Don Esteban Cigars out of Tarpon Springs, Florida, hand-rolled, delivered right to your home. Call Javier at 727-366-7536. Find us on Twitter right there. Follow us. See what the show is all about. YouTube, subscribe right there at the bottom of the screen. We need you all right now who are watching to push that button and share it. Share the show. Let everybody know about Ocean's Pit, the little show about big things. Monday through Friday, lunchtime fun at noon. All right. So what else we got? And let's not forget Trico Hair Experts out of Rosemont, Illinois, recreating great hair days. Men, women, children, everybody needs their hair kind of recreated. They know how to do it. 773-999-7888. All right. So since we're here, let's try to do the...
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Ocean's Pit, the little show about big things. And now, your host, Mr. Tony Ocean.
Oh, there it is. There's the owner there. And Zoe, again, is giving me stuff while I am trying to do the show. The dog's giving me the ball. Anyway, folks, welcome to Ocean's Pit, the little show about big things. Let's get back to the website there, TonyOceanMusic.com. Give us a call at 847-769-8609. And let's say hello to some people here today. Jeff, Albert, Tina, how you doing? Yeah, we're going to get Tina on the show. She's going to be in a musical and Sound of Music in Naperville. So let's get her on the show maybe next week. I'm going to give her a call because we're going to start having guests next week. And let's see what everybody's up to. Kathy, Daniel, Ramonde, Kathy, Albert. The intro's back. We're going to see what happens. And hopefully Facebook doesn't say it's owned by somebody. But like I said, the intro was written for me by my friend Nelson. And even the end show that Nick Sahadras did for me, he wrote it for me. So I don't understand what the technical things are, but you know how Facebook is. Tony Toto, we will see you tonight, my good friend. Afternoon, Carol. Hope you guys, Michelangelo, how you doing, buddy? Kathy, well, Ocean's Pit now. Guys, let me tell you what we're going on tonight. Tonight we'll be at the Butterfield Country Club for a private affair in Oak Brook. It's Italian night with Jerry Jams, Renda, and Tony Toto. It's a 7 o'clock hit, but it is a private affair. Now, if you guys want to come out to a little fun, Thursday we'll be at the Berkeley Concert in the Park. That's Berkeley, nice little town here in Illinois. If you have not been out there, folks, a little concert in the gazebo. It's a lot of fun. We'll be there this Thursday, 7 o'clock. Tony Toto, Danny Raimondi, and Rhino Ryan. That's this Thursday. Friday, we'll be at Chicago Prime Steakhouse with Jerry Jams, 8 o'clock in Schaumburg. And Saturday, we have two events. One of them is private, of course. One of them, ladies and gentlemen, will be at Rockin' Relief. Rockin' Relief, my good buddy Joe Catafio put this thing together, and what's going to be in the afternoon at a place called Rosie's O'Hare in East Dundee, Illinois. And I'm going to be there from 1 to 1:45 with my good buddy Daryl Armenstad. And then that night, we're going to be at a private affair for my good buddy, the Gulo family, up in Lake Geneva, Wisconsin. That's Saturday night. And Sunday, we'll be at Club Arcada Speakeasy for Sinatra Sunday. And that's at 4 o'clock with Jerry Jam. So it's a busy week, and I hope you guys are doing well. Sandra, how are you doing? Mary, welcome. General, how are you doing, sir? All right, let's get to some stuff here. As I ended the show yesterday with a little thing about Oprah Winfrey, as we all know, Oprah Winfrey, never a fan of Oprah, had her talk show. And, you know, she has her people, or Oprah's people. But one of Oprah's people got himself in a little trouble, ladies and gentlemen. That's right. Her good friend Jerry Harrison was sentenced to 12 years in prison for child rape crimes. Are you listening, Oprah Winfrey? Oprah, this is your friend that you hang around with. Jerry Harris, 12 years for child rape crimes. Oprah can't even get you out of this one. Pathetic, right? It's good. Get down, catch them, take care of these people that are doing these horrible things to children. We talk about it all the time on the show, of course, because you don't hear it on the main street media. And it probably, you know, I wish this can get out more to more people, but this is what it is right now. And everybody's trying to put everything underneath the carpet, hide it. See you Saturday, Rick, my good friend with the Cave Dwellers. They'll be there at Rockin' Relief. So with Jimmy Sands, of course, of Shadows of the Night. So with Seventh Heaven and a lot more. That's this Saturday, Rosie's O'Hare. I'll be excited about that one. It's going to be a good time seeing my good friends. All right. So also, let's see here. What do we got here on the board? We all remember Charlie Manson. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. One of his cult leaders, one of his guys, Bruce Davis, is trying to get paroled again. He's been trying to get paroled for 7 times, and they ain't going to let him out of jail. And he got denied again at the age of 79 years old, part of the killing, the spree with Mr. Charles Manson. And you know what? See you again in 3 years. You're never going to get paroled. You're an asshole. And that's all there is to it. Killing people, there is no parole. Not the way they killed Charles Manson and his people, killed Sharon Tate and all that. Just horrible stuff. All right, folks. Hope you guys are having a good. Maybe Biden can get him out. Maybe him and Hunter. Yes, Kathy, you're absolutely right. Can't stand Oprah either. Yeah, that's good. And you guys notice, this has been happening lately, and it's not just me. People have been sending me this stuff, and I'm wondering about it too. If you can see that. President Joe Biden went on television and said we have food shortage coming up. And did you notice that all of a sudden these U.S. food plants are starting to start on fire? 2 or 3 already. Another one in flames. Could it be a little conspiracy here? I don't know. You know me, I'm a conspiracy guy. I believe in a lot of stuff, good or bad. But something's not right here, folks. Something is not right here. All right, folks, 7 rules to life. 7 rules to life. And if you can abide by some of these, you'll probably be a more happier. Okay, Zoe, go ahead. Playing catch with the dog again. Zoe wants to be part of the action. All right, number 1, let it go. Whatever problems you had in the past, let it go. Number 2, ignore them. Anybody giving you a hard time, ignore them. It's not worth it. Number 3, healing. You got to give it some time. It ain't going to go away right away. You got to give it some time. So number 3, give it some time. Number 4, don't compare. Well, I did this and she did that or he did that. Don't compare. Number 4, but number 5, the big one, stay calm. We're all going to go through some shit. Stay calm. Let's get through it. It's going to be good. Stay calm. Number 6, it's on you. It's on you to change. It's on you to ignore. It's on you to accept. You. It's all on you. And the best one, number 7, is smile. That's right, folks. 7 rules of life. Smile. You're watching Ocean Spit, the little show about big things, folks. It is Tuesday, July 12th. And I love this quote, too, because, stress, we all go through stress, folks. We all have it. We're all worried about it. We're all worrywarts, worried about certain things that you can't control. Half the things, if you notice, things about stress, 90% of the stuff that people worry about never end up happening. 90%. So that 10% is horrible that you have to live your whole life through that. So remember that stress does not come from what's going on in your life. It comes from what's your thoughts about what's going on in your life. So get rid of that stress. Everybody has it, but let's get rid of it. That's what it's about. Very important. NBC, a student fatally shot while waiting for his mom to come out of a doctor's appointment. We talk about this every day, folks. And obviously, it's always on the news, too. Lillian, it is a killer. You're absolutely. Yeah, that is suspicious, Carol. Absolutely. It is suspicious. Poor kid waiting for his mom to come out of the doctor's office, and he gets shot. ABC is a student. It's happening all around, folks. It's just one. It's not in the bad neighborhoods anymore. It's the same shit that's going on. It doesn't get any better. And let's hope it gets better. Someone asked me, Tony, if you ever have a friend, or do you have a friend? All right, let's be quiet now, Zoe. You ever have a friend now, ladies and gentlemen, that finally you realize after being a friend with them so long, you really don't like the person, but he's your friend or your acquaintance. I'm sure we all go through that. I do love that little quote that they send us. We got some celebrity birthdays, so let's get right to it. Mr. Leonard LaBarbera, Mr. Shark, of course. We're talking about Tony LaBarbera, my good friend and manager who passed away a few years ago. But his father's birthday today. So, Leonard, if you're listening, happy birthday, my friend, and I hope you're doing well. I want to say a belated birthday to my good friend, Beverly Caliendo. Beverly, I hope you and Peter are doing well. Cindy Varimus. Cindy, yesterday or this past weekend was your birthday. Happy birthday. And my good friend, Chuck Fieldman. Chucky, I hope you're doing well, brother. Happy birthday. All right. Marshall Brodeen celebrates a birthday, folks. The great Wizzo from Bozo. Dooby. Marshall Brodeen, of course. Wizzo on Bozo, the great magician with his magic card tricks when we were kids. We all ordered them. I know I did. Anyway, Dave Smalley, one of the great bass players from one of my favorite band of all time, the Raspberries. Dave Smalley celebrates a birthday. Ron Glass, remember Ron Glass was an actor in the TV show Barney Miller, celebrates a birthday today. Rick Emmett from the Canadian three-piece powerhouse band Triumph celebrates a birthday today. Nick Tennant from the band, of course, Neil Tennant, from the band The Pet Shop Boys celebrates a birthday today. Let's see, how about Richie Sambora, former guitar player with Bon Jovi, of course, part of Bon Jovi, and he had all the hits, dated Cher, dated Heather Locklear. He was the guy. Happy birthday, Richie Sambora. Sandy West, the original drummer from the band The Runaways. One of the very first punk rock bands, women rock bands, before the Bangles, before the Go-Go's, was The Runaways with Lita Ford and Joan Jett. Well, Sandy West was the drummer. So happy birthday, Sandy West. Hi, Cindy. How you doing? Hope you had a good birthday. Give my best to Jennifer and the family. The great Greg Kihn, the breakup song, Jeopardy, etc., celebrates a birthday. We got to open for Greg Kihn a few years back at the Arcada Theater with the Dream Police. Kevin Pollak, part of the Booze Brothers here in Chicago. Happy birthday, my friend. And Robin Schneider, wherever you are, Robin, happy birthday, Robin Schneider. So we are here. We got some dates coming up. Let me tell you what's coming up, folks. July 20th, will be at the Schiller Park concert in the park. That's next Thursday. Next Thursday, Schiller Park concert in the park. That's next Wednesday. I'm sorry. That's July 20th. Thursday, July 21st, returning to JC Pub in McCook, Illinois. We're back there. And of course, July 23rd, we'll be at the Speakeasy in St. Charles with the Main Event Band, Danny Ramonde, Tony Toto, Rhino Ryan, and of course, the great Mike Restivo will be joining us from Mistaken Identity and my other new band, Mojo's Jukebox. That's going to be in St. Charles. Come out. That's going to be a lot of fun. 27th of July, returning to our favorite stopping ground, Rosario's in Roselle. And that's going to be a lot of fun. So, folks, and then Thursday, the 28th of July, we will be at Pasta Mia. So we'll give you more dates and more stuff coming up. We're excited about Taylor Street Fest, folks. We got the scoop. Here it is, folks. Tony Ocean and the Main Event Band will be at the Taylor Street Italian Fest. Now, the fest runs August 11th through the 14th. We're going to be there Friday, August 12th, 8:45 to 10 o'clock. We are headlining that night. We're closing the night. It's going to be a lot of fun with Tony Toto, Danny Ramonde, Rhino Ryan, Regina Karma, and the list goes on and on. It's going to be a lot of fun that day for Taylor Street Italian Fest. And on that Sunday, on August 14th, we're doing a big thing for ALS and Steve Mongo McMichael, formerly of the Chicago Bears. It's going to be a lot of fun at Bourbon Street in Marionette Park. It's going to be a 3 o'clock hit with the Rat Pack, and all the money goes for ALS. It's a good cause, and we're going to give you more details about that coming up on August 14th. First saw the Great King Band open for Journey and Foreigner in 81. Robert, yeah, I remember when Great King had the breakup song in 81, and they were out there a lot with Journey and Foreigner. Very good, Robert. Hope you're doing well here at Ocean's Pit. All right, let's get down the line, folks. A lot of stuff to talk about today. Shocking news, ladies and gentlemen. Shocking news. The Pope, the big man in charge, finally finds out that Boys to Men is not a delivery service. Get a little pun underneath there, just a little pun. I know it's not supposed to be the best, but look, I know we're not supposed to hit stuff like that, but I'm going to tell you something. What irks me, and I've been saying this for a long time, and a lot of people, like I said, it goes underneath the carpet again. When some of these priests, I'm sure there's a lot of good priests out there that do the right job and try to preach the word of the Lord and try to give us advice and confessions and all that. That's fantastic. That's great. But what about the majority? Not the majority, but there's a bunch of them that are, shipped from one parish to the other, to the other, to the other for messing around with little kids. And it can only start from the top. It's got to stop from the top. And Jesus and God are looking down, go, where did this shit come from? Where did this shit come from? Man, it's just crazy what's going on. We lost another great character actor, ladies and gentlemen, L.Q. Jones. He was in the movie Wild Bunch, and he made a lot of other great movies. 94 years old today. A pregnant woman. Let's get this one, folks. Here's where the stories start coming. Here's a pregnant woman. She's fighting a $215 fine for driving in the carpool lane. Now, in California, there's a carpool lane. There's a lane where you can drive if you're in the car by yourself, and there's a lane and you can drive if you're with another person. Now, this lady, a pregnant lady, she's pregnant right now. She's fighting the $250 fine because she said she does have another passenger in her car. It's the baby that's inside her stomach. So she's fighting this in court, saying there is a live person in my stomach. So technically, she's in the car with another person. Oh, Pina, Satan is playing with the priests. Yes, absolutely, Pina. What about this pregnant woman? There's a live baby inside her. So she's in the carpool lane, and she's going to fight this $250 charge. It's happening, folks. It is what it is. As crazy as it is, I don't know. She's got a point. She is pregnant. She does have a baby in her car. So technically, there are two people in that car. But I don't know how they're going to look at it, but she's fighting it. So we'll see what happens with that. American Airlines passengers told to get off the plane just after waiting after a 5-hour delay because the crew had to get off duty. The crew quit. Off duty, time for us to go home. So all those passengers were asked to leave the plane. She should win. There you go. Joe Nash, how you doing? Herbie Gaines does 15 count. There you go. Man, after a 5-hour delay, this is happening and happening and happening again. All the airlines, either they're stalled, they don't have gas shortage, you don't have enough pilots. There's delays, there's cancellations. I mean, after a 5-hour delay, you think that they would let you know that their duty is going to be the people are going to get off duty. They're going to start working, stop working. It's ridiculous and wrong. 1.5. There you go. 1.5. I don't know, folks. How about this? Now, I know that you guys know sometimes in some of these houses you have a pond. I task people have ponds in their townhomes or around their homes. That ponds belong to the town, whatever. And there's fish in those ponds. And technically, you're not allowed to fish for those fish in those ponds. And there's some fines. I know people that still fish it every day and still pay the fine. Does anyone have proof of the 10-year-old if it was real? Emo, I'm not quite sure about that. That's just been coming up on the news now. So we're not quite sure, but been thinking about it legally. She is right, buddy. She is right. She is right. Legally, she is right. But we'll see what happens with that. Anyway, let's get back. There's a Texas couple that are going to lose their home because they've been feeding the ducks outside in their pond. They're fighting against the HOA, House Association. I guess when you move in to places like that do have the pond, and their sign says, do not feed the fish or do not feed the ducks or no fishing allowed, technically you can't do that. I wish you could. I mean, if you're a fisherman or Yvette, how you doing? So I don't know, but the rules are the rules. No proof about the 20-year-old police report has been made. There you go, Rosanna. How are you doing? I hope you're well. No proof about the 20-year-old. Yeah. We'll have to see. We'll have to see because right now everything is getting shuffled around or swept under the carpet, right? We talk about it all the time. But this kept Texas couple losing their home for feeding ducks. Obviously, you have to get a bunch of warnings before they just can't kick you out. So obviously, no one's paying attention and they keep feeding the ducks. And sometimes you don't have to watch out what they're feeding them. It's not good for the fish or for the other animals of that or for the ducks. Former President Donald Trump praises China for the penalty against drug dealing and the death penalty. We mentioned this a couple days ago. Should we bring back the death penalty? There was a lot of people that did say yes. In China, folks, you can't fuck around over there. Rape, they cut your hands off. You get caught for rape. Oh, if you caught for rape, they cut your dick off. They cut your private part off. If you caught stealing, they cut your hands off. Now, this is drug dealing, and there's a death penalty. You get rid of the drug dealers, hopefully the drugs will be gone. So that's another thing we're going to fight forever, folks. A Russian McDonald's is removing, you're going to love this, folks. The reason why I say this, even though it's happening in Russia, will it happen here in the United States? There's a McDonald's in Russia, folks, that are eliminating French fries from the menu because of the potato shortage. This is in Russia. Of course, everything that's happened, they're taking everything away because of war up there. But with food shortage, could you see French fries leaving McDonald's or Burger King or Wendy's? I don't know. Should be interesting. Replying to no proof of the 10-year-old, many stations are saying it's unsensational, just like everything else. Biden's, there you go, Patricia. Telling it like it is. Telling it like it is. Thank you, Patricia. And I noticed that, look, whether you were a Democrat or whether you're a Republican, and if you are, if you're a Republican, and you even if you like Donald Trump as president of the United States, you notice that ever since the man got in office, whether you like him or not, the minute he got in office, hold on, Marty, let me call you back. I'm doing my show live. Ever since he got in office, from day one, they've been trying to get him out of office. Okay. Now they keep lawsuits, impeachments, and this and that and that and that and that. All the years he was in president, and they're still trying to get him. What gets me is what's so suspicious about this. You ever notice, folks, when somebody tries to get somebody out of the way, there must be a reason why they want him out of the way. Everything they're throwing at him, nothing's sticking at him. Why are they still trying to put this guy down? That means there's got to be something. There's got to be something that he knows, and they're afraid. The Democrats or the administration that we're in now, our president, they're afraid. This is one man. This is one man. This man has been destroyed. His family's been destroyed. They can't impeach him yet. Now, but it's funny that they keep going after him. Why? Why do they keep going after him? Kathy, they don't want him to run again. They don't want him to run again. But my God, I never heard so much hate for one individual on both sides, whether you're a Trump guy or a Biden person. Even now, us people that might not be a Biden person, there's a lot of hate there too. Because he infiltrated the swamp. He's an outsider, Roseanne. Yeah, they're afraid. Leave him alone. If you got something, book him. If not, let him go. And I love this, folks. If a high school guy flipping burgers can make $15 an hour, that's about $2,400 a month. Why can't the minimum payment for Social Security be $2,400 a month for Social Security? Why? Why can't it be? If you're paying a 15-year-old $15 to flip burgers, why can't the minimum wage be? Why can't the minimum payment of Social Security $2,400? The minimum. He is a threat to the establishment as a whole, both sides. There you go, Ron. How you doing, my friend? I hope you're doing well. Welcome to Ocean Pit. Exactly. So there you go. That's why they're after him. And it's funny though, because a man after doing so much wrong is what they're saying he's doing. You think they would have caught him by now, or something would have leaked. I don't know. Who knows? People from when people that I talk to, and this is just talk, guys. Remember, we're just talking. We don't have any proof. People are just talking that maybe they're waiting for him to throw his hat into the election before they pull out something and says, either if you don't run for election, then we're going to prosecute. I don't know what's going to happen, but just listening because driving. Buddy love the insights. There you go, Peter Prado. I hope you're doing well, my friend. There you go, buddy. You think he's great. A lot of people do. A lot of true people do believe he's great for this country. A lot of people think he isn't. So who knows? We'll have to see what happens with the election and stuff that's coming up in November. And then, of course, 2 years from now. But anyway, let's get back to some other stuff over here, folks. How about this? This is pretty scary, according to Fox News. This gentleman's name is Dennis Crosser Jr. from Cape Coral, Florida, was arrested sending text messages saying that what happened at Texas and what happened in Highland Park tragedy is going to look like child play after he's done what he's trying to do. Now, here's a man who's texting this shit to people, and he was arrested. This is according to Fox News, saying that the shootings in the high school in Texas and the shootings at the 4th of July parade in Highland Park will look like child's play compared to what this guy was planning. text messages, and they catch this guy. Another whack job that's out there in this world. Telling people he's going to do it. Check it out. Google it for yourself. Dennis Crosser, Crosser, Jr. from Cape Coral, Florida, according to Fox News. DoorDash drivers saying they're rejecting 9 out of 10 orders because of their gas shortage. They were, according to DoorDash, they kind of removed their extra money for gas. So these DoorDash people are just rejecting 9 out of 10. Now, I haven't seen that happen by us yet, but I hear it is happening. I mean, you're cutting out the end of the gas. You got to give them something. If our gas goes up, their price has to go up too. Delivery charge, gas, and all that. But if they're taking this away from DoorDash, which DoorDash is actually a very good convenient for us. So we don't have to leave the house or Grubhub and stuff like that. They send it to the house. Another asshole, Kathy, absolutely. Retired law enforcement for school security. There you go, Stephen. Lapino, how are you doing, my friend? Welcome to Ocean's Pit. Put him in jail right away. Don't wait till it's too late, Emo. Yeah, well, they got him. They arrested him. So let's see what happens with that. Because you could get in trouble for texting saying shit like this. All right, folks. I haven't used this one in a long time, but I think it's time to. Are you ready, folks? That's suspicious. And here's the biggest that's suspicious you're ever going to hear on this show, folks. The biggest you're ever going to hear. Pennsylvania. Remember when we had the mail-in votes, the ballots that they send out, and everybody votes and mails them and sends them back in? Well, the state of Pennsylvania sent out 1.823,148 ballots. That's how many ballots they sent out for people to vote in Pennsylvania. 1.823,148. I'm not good with numbers, but I do know this. You know how many they got back? You know how many ballots came back? 2,589,7242. That's triple the amount. That is suspicious. Add it up. Figure it out. Unbelievable. It's just insane if you look at these crazy truth things that come out. You can find that. I mean, that is proof how many they sent out, how many they got back. It's crazy, Ocean's Pit, the little show about big things. I hope you guys are doing a great show, great day today, enjoying a nice, it looks like it's going to be a beautiful day today. It's supposed to rain tomorrow, but we will see what happens with that. Anybody got anything good to say about, how about Spirit Airlines told passengers to stay in the plane after the plane caught on fire. After the plane caught on fire, they told everybody to stay in the plane. Oh, folks, it doesn't get better than this. Spirit Airlines, ladies and gentlemen. You know what? It's time for another sponsors. How about Airtight Windows Siding and Specialist? Family owned for 30 years for honesty and quality. Do it right with Airtight Windows. Call Lou at 708-788-5000. And now Airtight is looking for help. Ladies and gentlemen, help wanted for Airtight Windows. They're looking for full-time experienced salespeople. They're looking for an experienced installer. They're looking for a part-time experienced measure person. If you're interested in getting a job with Airtight Windows, give Lou a call at 708-652-5000 and get that job. Tell them Tony O sent you. That's Airtight Windows, one of the proud sponsors of Ocean's Pit. All right. So let's see what we got back here. Yeah, another asshole. You're right. It's going down the line here. Spirit. I don't know. I haven't followed Spirit in a long time. Let's see. Now, here you go. Now, here's a man, ladies and gentlemen, a father, a parent, bought his son a gun, a 19-year-old. Had something to do with the shooting of a police officer in Detroit. Ladies and gentlemen, now this just goes back to who's responsible when these kids at their age and people are buying them weapons, and it comes to be the father, like the crackpot of this guy from Highland Park. His dad got him an air rifle. This is happening all over. When someone is to buy, I can understand the rifle and the gun, fine. You know, people hunt, people do protect. I got all that. But these air rifles and stuff that they don't need, this stuff is not used for that kind of stuff. They need to be investigated a little bit more when people apply for these licenses for these certain guns. Ocean Pit should be primetime network show TV, so much better than the crap on TV. Well, Gil, I appreciate that, my brother, and thank you. You blame the parents. You got to blame the parents. You can't blame the kids when they're growing up. They're young. They're kids. They don't know. If they got no guidance, man, and they're watching social media and they're watching these video games, this is right. Look, everybody's doing it. It's got to be the right thing. There's got to be some accountability to the parents in that family. Let's talk about Johnny Depp. How many Johnny Depp fans out there? I like Johnny Depp. I think he's going to go back into Pirates. I think he's a great actor. Look, being in those Hollywood type of situations, I'm sure it's not an easy lifestyle. But I like Johnny Depp. I don't know. I'm asking everybody that's listening today, are you a Johnny Depp fan? Men and women, everybody listening here today, Ocean's Pit, come on, tell me. Are you a Johnny Depp fan? And are you happy that he's going to start making movies again? Kathy likes him. I like him. So that's 2 right now. Yvette likes him. That's 3. All right. That's not so bad. The people that are interested in answering the question, are you a Johnny Depp fan? We got 3 yeses. That's good enough for me. I like him too. Another thing you notice, ladies and gentlemen, Pina likes him too. Gigi likes him. All right. That's good. So far, there's no no's for Johnny Depp. You know what? Unfortunately, you got funerals. You see people around the casket, people at the funeral part of the wake crying, oh, I wish he could come back. But then you ever notice that sometimes while these people are alive, that no one ever reached out to these people? Dying is a sad thing, man. That's why if you have friendship, if you have people out there, all it takes is a text. Even though you might not hang together, and even though you might not be that close of friends or whatever, you might not see each other a lot, there's nothing wrong with a little text saying, hey, man, how you doing? Love your friends and family and people that you're with. Show them you care while they are alive. When they are dead, it's too late. If you've got friends that maybe you didn't talk to in a while, but you still like them, don't be the attitude, well, you never text me. That's not how it works. Show you're the better person and say, hey, man, just saying hi. Just saying hi. Hope you're well. Hope you and the family are well. Because gathering around the casket and the coffin and say, why did he have to go when nobody reached out to him in the first place? Show a little. Right now, especially right now in life, folks. Lee Stevens, I hope you're doing great. My dear friend, an incredible singer in the Chicagoland area. Lee, we love you. How right you could be, right, Emo? It's true. If you've got friends out there, just show them a little love. Relatives that you get along with, show them a little love. Because life is gone. One day they're here, one day they're not, man. DeSantis, Governor DeSantis out of Florida, folks. This is called the DeSantis effect in Florida. A $21.8 billion Florida records highest surplus in the state history since Governor DeSantis has been in office. Gotta love him. In Florida, $21.8 billion. Records highest surplus in the state history of Florida. That's why they love Governor DeSantis. Yvette, don't come see me when I'm dead. Come and see me when I'm alive. There you go. True. Nobody's that busy. Nobody's that busy in life that you can't say, hey, what's going on? How are things? Just not that busy. All right. I want to say happy anniversary, 30 years to my good friend Amy and Jody Conrad. 30 years marriage. God bless you guys. Great people out of Indianapolis. Happy birthday, Jimmy Smits, 67 from the TV show, remember Law and Order, or was it LA Law? I think it was LA Law. Christy McVie, part of the great rock band Fleetwood Mac, celebrates a birthday this past weekend. Also, Bruce McGill, another great actor, 72 years old. The great Celia Ward, another great actress, celebrates a birthday. All right, folks, here we go. Born a man, you're born a woman. You can't pick what you were born. With all this crazy stuff going on in this world, some people want to be women. Some women want to be men. You see it happening all the time. Let's take an example. Brittany Griner, the women's football player that's arrested in Russia for having drugs on her. Also, she was the one that also said that we don't need to play the national anthem anymore, or we should not play the national anthem anymore. Arrested. And now she's begging for our help. Jerry Jams, what's up, brother? Look forward to seeing you tonight at the Butterfield Country Club. Kathy, basketball. That's right. Now, let's understand this. Brittany is not a woman. You know that. She's playing in a women's league, and whatever she did, she's not a woman. She's 6'9", 205 pounds. Her shoe size is 17. Born a male, still a male, regardless how you chose your pronouns. Is it fair? It's like when the swimmer, who was a guy that was a swimmer, it was a man swimming in the women's league. It's just not, I don't know. Hello, Tony. Just stopped to say hi. We're at lunch, 9 of us here. Angelo, hope you're enjoying your lunch, my good friend. Thank you. And she has a wife too. So I get all that. If you want to do that, that's your thing. That's your thing. I got that. That's your life. But you're not a woman. And technically you're not a man. You know, you have to have certain things done. And maybe she did. I don't know the whole story. And she's playing the race gay and black card all the same time. What a joke. You broke the law. Enjoy your stay in Russia. Richard Hamlin, that's exactly how I feel. Rotten jail. Thank you, Mr. General Provenzano. And the part that really gets me, look, I understand people get in trouble, whatever. But when you tell the greatest country in the world, even though it's a little screwed up right now, it's still the greatest country in the world. And when you're telling the people that the national anthem does not need to be played anymore, and they play it every day when you make your money playing your basketball in the women's basketball league, they're paying you money to play. The United States is paying you. The United States is paying your salary. And now you're begging to the United States to come and get you out of prison after you said the United States, it should not be played, the national anthem. What kind of American are you? I don't want you in our country. Stay in Russia. Like the old soul song, let the woman be a woman, let a man be a man. Now they're finding out, now they're doing all this history, folks. If you've been listening, all this back investigations, millions of COVID relief money got sent to local social activisms. That's where some of that money's been going. Man, you can't even trust anymore when someone says GoFundMe or something here, or we need money relief, and people donate with their hard-earned money. Who knows if it goes to save the whales? Who knows if it goes to fight for cancer? Who knows if it goes here? Mostly a lot of these legit companies, it does. But it makes you wonder sometimes when you find out this crazy shit in this world, man. All right, the big deal is NBC News. The city of Chicago will fight to keep the Chicago Bears in the city of Chicago and will fight from getting them to move to Arlington Heights. They're also fighting about getting a dome. I hear from a lot of people who live in Arlington Heights, they are not happy if the Bears come to Arlington Heights. I know the bars and restaurants will be very happy. An Italian saying for those people, don't wipe your ass before you shit, and then wonder why their pants stink later. Then the bastards want to sit next to us. Angelo, I love that quote, my friend. Question is, if you're living in, I've said it before, but now it's coming back in the news again. If you're living in Arlington Heights or little towns that are near Arlington Heights, do you want the Chicago Bears stadium in your neighborhood? If they think by moving them to the Arlington Heights is going to make the Chicago Bears a better team, well, you're completely wrong. That will not become a better team until the McCaskies sell the team to somebody else who cares about Chicago football and get them a Chicago winning team. A lot of people might like it because now there's a lot of people out there that are saying, well, it's nice they come down tonight. Now we don't have to go to the city anymore. So that's probably the only good thing, I think, if you're a football fan or you're a Bears fan and you don't feel like going to the city because the city's not safe as it is. But do you think that if the Chicago Bears came to Arlington Heights, you think that town would be safe with crime and those crowds coming in on Sundays? Now, granted, it's one day a week. But if they put the dome over it, then you can have other things. You can have the big Super Bowl. It might not be the Bears in the Super Bowl, but you might have other Super Bowls in Chicago. Good for the city. It will be a lot nicer losing in a state-of-the-art stadium, though. It will be a lot nicer losing in a state-of-the-art. Oh, Richard, okay, good point. At least it's a nicer place to lose. Okay. I'll give you that much, my friend. I'll give you that much. I really don't care less because I'm not a Bears fan. I really don't care anything about them. So to me, it doesn't make a difference. I won't go to a game. But my kids love the Bears. A lot of people, my friends all love the Bears. So for them, would it be easier and wiser for them to drive to Arlington Heights or take the train right to Arlington Heights instead of going into the city? So it's going to be a big thing. They're going to fight. Chicago, the city of Chicago will fight to keep them in Chicago. So we'll have to see what happens with that. All right, there was a reporter, ladies and gentlemen, live in the Dome, Gil. God bless you, brother. All right, there's a reporter talking about electric cars. We're all talking about electric cars. How about them Cowboys? Richard, how you doing, my good friend? Richard, again, thank you for all the birthdays and stuff that you send to me. And I really appreciate that because you don't have to do that, brother, and you do. So thank you, Richard. Anyway, electric cars. Now, here's a lady who took a test. She took a 4-day trip. She went from New Orleans to Chicago with an electric car. And she said she spent more time charging the car than she did sleeping, which just goes to show you, folks, we're just not ready for everybody to go electric cars. I know a lot of people have them. My buddy Greg in Florida does. I know people have them. Maybe for local riding, but go and taking those trips. Now, here's a lady that took with her normal car. She would have got gas and did what she had to do, and she wouldn't lose any sleep. She can't get any sleep because she has to keep that car charged. So from New Orleans to Chicago for a 4-day trip, she'll never do it again. So I'm a little scared with that. Let's talk about music, folks. The Rolling Stones. If Albert's watching, July 12th, the Rolling Stones, 1962, played their very first show at the Marquee Club. Happy 60 years old to the world's greatest rock and roll band in the world, the Rolling Stones. 60 years. Started with Mick Keith, Bill Wyman, Charlie Watts, and Brian Jones. Ian Stewart was the piano player. Then, of course, Brian Jones gets kicked out and dies, and Mick Taylor joins. Mick Taylor leaves, and Ron Wood joins. They lose Charlie Watts. They lose Bill Wyman left the band. But Mick Keith and Ronnie Wood are still out there. Congratulations, 60 years to the Rolling Stones. Still a car paid from a 2018, never buying another Special Electric. There you go, Carol. And a lot of people are up and down with that electric car thing. Also, folks, 43 years ago today, July 12th, 1979, you heard it, folks, Disco Sucks. Disco Demolition, The Loop, Steve Dahl, Gary Meyer blew up all those records, and they even had to cancel the second game of a doubleheader in the baseball. 43 years old today, Disco Demolition with Steve Dahl. What is this world coming to, folks? Two boys, 7 years old, caught stealing cigarette butts from a patio table. From someone's patio backyard, they snuck in to steal the leftover of the cigarettes that were left over. They got arrested. What is this world coming to that they're going into people's backyards and grabbing the ashtrays? They suck. Leave it. Stay with Beetlejuice. Leave it in the Raft City. Why would they steal cigarettes? They can't afford them. So they probably go and steal as many as they can, because sometimes if you're a cigarette smoker, sometimes they don't smoke them down to the brim, so you might have a couple drags in there. Knowledge. Now here's one I want you guys really to think about this. This is very interesting. Listen to this. Knowledge is knowing that tomato is a fruit. We all know that a tomato is a fruit, even though it's not in the fruit basket with the orange and the pineapple and the apple and the banana. But technically, knowledge is knowing a tomato is a fruit. Wisdom is knowing not to put a tomato in a fruit salad. The wisdom is not putting a tomato in a fruit salad, even though it is a fruit. Philosophy wonders, can you consider a Bloody Mary a smoothie? I'm not a smoothie guy, and I'm not a Bloody Marys guy. But technically, if you look at it this way, tomato, fruit, not in a fruit salad, but put a tomato in with the fruit, put them in a smoothie. Can a Bloody Mary be a smoothie? That's the question of the day, folks, here on Ocean's Pit. You got to love it, folks. You got to love it. We want to thank you all for watching. We still have a couple minutes left, but before we do that, let's want to thank our good buddies from Portillo's. Oh, let's go to Portillo's, folks. I'm sorry first. Portillo's, everybody. If you have a nonprofit organization looking to raise a little money, why don't you reach out to our son Joe in the marketing department at 224-636-3646, and he might be able to help you out there, raise a little money for your nonprofit organization. Or look them up at jfank@portillos.com. Also, let's not forget our good buddies from Patriot Funding Incorporated, ladies and gentlemen. When timing is everything, commercial money lending at its finest. Dave Antonelli at the core, the CEO of Patriot Funding Incorporated. They get you the money you need. Call them at 630-675-4730. Dave Antonelli is a guy that you can trust. That's Patriot Funding Incorporated. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I have a list. Are you ready for this list? We all know Epstein's Island. We all know that Epstein got arrested and went to jail and miraculously hung himself, knowing that he was probably killed. Then we also know that Maxwell, his assistant, was arrested. She claims she's got notebooks and videos of clients that were on this island. She has been arrested. So far, she's still in jail. Who knows where she's at? But as you also know, ladies and gentlemen, that this is a pretty big bust. This is a pretty big bust when it comes to child sex trafficking. Should be a huge media bust. It was for both of the arrests. Epstein's arrest, Maxwell's arrest, huge. What about the follow-up? Supposedly, she's been saying that she still has video notebooks of all these famous people on the island. Celebrities, politicians, sports, celebrities, royal, people in the royal community. Oh, Carol, I'm just going to give you a list of some of these people that were on this island. Here it is, folks. It's a true list. You can look it up yourself. You can Google and find these are just some of the names of the people on this island. Now, whether what they ever did with the kids, we don't know. But they did visit this island. So we'll never know what happened at that island. Here are some of the names. John Legend, Chrissy Teigen, Steven Tyler of Aerosmith, Jim Carrey, Ben Affleck, Stephen Collins, Will Ferrell, Elf, Charlie Sheen, Miley Cyrus, Steven Spielberg, Tom Hanks, Stephen Colbert, Jimmy Kimmel, Barack Obama, Kevin Spacey, Kathy Griffin, Oprah Winfrey, Beyonce Knowles, Madonna, Catherine Hudson, Gwen Stefani, Stephanie, I can't even pronounce her last name, Will Smith, Anderson Cooper, Demi Moore, Brian Affleck, and Meryl Streep. These are some of the names already on this list that went to this island. Now, does that island have a vacation spot? Does that island have an amusement park? Did they film a movie in this island? What are you visiting this island for? Richard, the FBI told Maxwell that there is a gag order on her file. She said Bill Clinton used to love that. These are just a list of some of the names. Carol, these are just a list of some of the names. Anyone who doesn't believe that that rich, famous, and powerful live by a completely different set of rules is just a pain and naive. Naive, you're absolutely right, Ron. There is definitely different rules for us little guys. If I became a billionaire tomorrow, I would never visit this fucking piece of shit island. And if any of these people get off on fucking around with little kids, it's a disgrace. It's sickening. Some of these people on this list are people that we listen to at night on talk shows and news shows. Some of these people on this list are some of our favorite actors that some of our kids are watching some of these kids in their movies. When you watch that Christmas movie, Will Ferrell was on that island. What's he doing on that island, Will? What are you doing, Elf, on that island? There you go, Emil. Maybe they thought they were going to Fantasy Island. Even Ricardo Montalban wasn't on this island. And boss, look, the plane. Now they're saying, look, the kids. This needs to be unfolded. It needs to find out all these people. And the point The fact that's not sickening these people, ladies and gentlemen, that they're not letting these names out. If that doesn't irk you inside, it's a scary, scary, more scarier world than we ever thought we lived in. I can't end with anything else. Thank you for watching the show, everybody. There's 3 things I'll go by grave defending my family, country, and my children. Ronnie, my friend, you can't fuck with my kids. You can't fuck with my family. You can't fuck with my country. Let's just hope for the best. That's all we can do. And pray. I don't care what God you guys all pray to. As long as you're praying to somebody. Amen to that. Tonight is a private affair at the Butterfield Country Club. Thursday will be at the Berkeley Concert in the Park in Berkeley, Illinois. That's a 6 o'clock hit. Friday, Chicago Prime Steakhouse. Saturday will be at Rock and Relief at Rosie's O'Hare in East Dundee for my good buddy Joe Catafio. That's a 1 o'clock hit to 1:45 with the Professor Daryl Armenstad. Saturday night will be at a private affair for my good friend, the Gulo family in Lake Geneva. And Sunday will be at the Club Arcada Speakeasy in St. Charles. Ricky, Emo, good show as always. Mo, wish it was longer. Thank you, Pina. God bless you guys. Erica, thank you. Have a great day, everybody. And remember the great words of Ringo Starr, peace and love. God bless. Have a good day.